I just washed my hair and it's currently 11:30, but I feel a little bit hungry. So first I'm going to take my nuts, a jar of nuts, which soon is going to be finished, and I need to put more nuts. Every morning I take a little piece of walnut like this. And then I'm going to take 2 Brazilian nuts, because 2 Brazilian nuts are the perfect amount of selenium that a person needs in a day. So instead of taking pills, sometimes I'm just taking my nuts like this, which is great because if I want to eat sweet breakfast, not savory breakfast, my blood sugar is not going to spike, because first I'm eating my savory thing, my nuts, and then I'm eating my sweet breakfast. Usually I don't drink coffee, mostly I drink matcha, but like any other person, sometimes I fancy coffee. It's just the mix of milk and coffee that gives me this pleasure, but I really don't drink it that much. You're going to see me maybe once a week to drink coffee. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 20 grams of my collagen, which is almost empty too, and I need to buy a new one. I'm going to put 20 grams of collagen, which is equal to 20 grams of protein. But before that, I'm going to eat my breakfast, which is my signature scrambled pancakes that many of you guys love, because it's really so easy breakfast or dessert. I don't know how you're eating it. I'm eating it for breakfast, and it's just satisfying me so much. So I'm going to eat my breakfast first, then I'm going to drink my coffee, or meanwhile I'm going to drink my coffee. And yes, this is today's breakfast. And usually I don't consume any kind of milk, only for my matcha and my coffees. This is the milk right now that I'm using. It's from Alpro. It's the barista edition almond milk. I would never drink another milk besides almond and coconut. I don't want to hear anything about oat milk. You will never see me having this in my fridge, only this and coconut milk. This is my creation. Look how beautiful it is. And by the way, when you put the collagen inside, there's no taste, no consistency. It's like you haven't put anything in there, but you're taking your collagen in the meantime, and you're taking your 20 grams of protein that you have put it. So it's a great way to hit your protein goal and just to drink collagen. So good every time. So for the scrambled pancakes, you're just going to add 200 grams of skyr, a little bit of baking powder, 1 egg, 50 grams of flour. By choice, I like to use almond flour, and you're just going to give it a very good mix. You're going to heat up the pan, and then you're going to put it like a big pancake. After 2, 3, 4 minutes, you're going to turn it. Again, you're going to wait for the other side to be done, and you're just going to break it and scramble it. You can add fruit by choice. I like to add banana, and then 1 tablespoon of honey. For dinner, we're going to have boiled broccoli with a little bit of rice and chicken breast in the oven with a little bit of salt, pepper, and red pepper. You can see the difference between my portion and my boyfriend's portion. And for snack for after dinner, I'm going to eat 1 whole orange. For Tuesday morning, we're going to start the day with green tea. Then for breakfast, I'm going to have chia pudding with coconut milk and a little bit of berries for additional antioxidants. And for lunch, we're going to have a little bit of leftovers from yesterday, because I couldn't finish my meal. Apparently it was too much for me. And we have half a chicken breast, 2 broccoli, and a little bit of rice. And for dinner, we're hitting my sweet spot. We're doing pasta. I can eat pasta every day. We're adding a little bit of shallots with olive oil and garlic, and then I'm using this particular tomato sauce, very little calories, and then this cooking cream, which is with soya from Alpro. In comparison to the other creamers, it's very little in calories and fat. And then I'm just going to mix up everything together, and then we have amazing pasta that I'm going to top with a little bit of parmesan. And then for a little bit of sweet snack, I'm having 1 whole banana with honey. And now we're on Wednesday, and of course I'm starting my day with my 2 Brazilian nuts and walnut. I don't really like eating packaged and processed food that much, but I didn't have a choice. So for this morning, I'm going to eat this stracciatella Yopro pudding. I don't know what it is. In this package, it has 15 grams of protein. It's very little calories, 90 calories, and very little fat. So in my home country, when I was little, I used to eat couscous with feta, but we have local cheese that it's called sirene, but feta is very close to it. So couscous with sirene with a little bit of butter, and for me this is the most amazing simple dish. So first I get a low fat, high protein feta and butter. I mostly like to make butter at home, and the couscous is just from the Checo. This is a pasta brand. It's high in carbs but in high protein too. So this is how it looks like. And when I tell you that you're going to fall in love with it, trust me, because the first time that I showed it to my boyfriend, he fell in love with it and he wants it every week. Sometimes I eat it for breakfast, sometimes I eat it for lunch, for dinner, it doesn't matter. It's literally all day long meal, and it's like I'm in heaven. So basically, you buy the couscous, you do it as a pasta in a little bit of water, then you put a little bit of butter, salt, and you melt the butter inside basically because it's still warm. So good. And then you put the feta, you mash it, and you put the feta as I showed you, and you're gonna love me. Please try it. Please, I beg you, try it and write me in the comments how much from 0 to 1000 you love it. And for dinner, I'm experimenting here. This is my first time that I'm making celery root mashed puree with, of course, my favorite salmon in the oven, which I'm topping with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and red pepper. And when the celery root is boiled enough, I'm mashing it and adding a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, and it was delicious, to be honest. And as a side, green beans that you're going to see how I'm doing exactly later in the video. And then for dessert, I'm having one apple with yellow plum. For breakfast, we're having 200 grams of skyr, half of banana, chia seeds, bee pollen, and dark chocolate chunks. And for lunch, I just baked this fresh sourdough loaf, and I couldn't resist but eat it with a little bit of vegetable mix. This is vegetable mix from tomatoes and peppers and I'm not so sure what else, with a little bit of feta on top. And for dinner, I'm making a lentil stew. This is from my home country. My mom literally raised me with it, and you can find the recipe in my upcoming weight loss guide that I have mentioned that I'm doing, and the time is getting closer, so I cannot wait. For snack after dinner, I'm sharing this fruit salad with my boyfriend that has kiwis, strawberries, ananas, a little bit of banana and apples, honey, and lime. I forgot to make a video about how I make my matcha from this morning, so excuse me, I'm just going to use the one that I uploaded in TikTok several months ago. But basically, you can see how I'm doing the matcha with 70 grams medium hot water. I whisk it very good. I add it to my milk. I don't add any sweeteners, but you can add if you wish. Then for lunch, we're having vegetable cream soup. You just boil the vegetables that you like and mix them in the mixer, and I top them with a little bit of bread cubes and feta. And then for dinner, my boyfriend made me homemade pizza, which is basically tomato sauce, basil, salt, pepper, and mozzarella. For breakfast, again, I'm having 200 grams of skyr and I'm topping it with half a mango. During the day, I was on a baby shower, so I ate a little bit from the sweets there. I didn't count calories because I ate very little. You know, I'm doing portion control. I'm trying everything and not eating anything. For dinner, again, you know how much I love salmon. I made salmon in the oven. I'm just doing it with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and red pepper. Then I just bought some potatoes and added a little bit of butter, and I made them as mashed potatoes with salt and pepper together. And here you can see how I'm making my green beans. First, I'm boiling them again so they are done. Then I remove the water and I add a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and red pepper again. And then I add a little bit of soy sauce, and they turn out very good every time. My boyfriend loves this combination. And here again you can see my portion and his portion. Mine is always twice as little as his. And then for snack, I'm going to have one apple again. And then again for breakfast, 200 grams of skyr with a little bit of figs and raspberries. For lunch, I'm making my forever favorite risotto with mushrooms. First, I'm cooking the mushrooms with a little bit of butter. After they're done, I remove them, and in the same pan, I'm going to put a little bit of butter again, do the shallots with garlic, add the rice, and cook it with butter for like 2-3 minutes. Then add my vegetable broth and cook it like this for 20-30 minutes until it's done, and top it with a little bit of parmesan. And for dinner, we're having steak with a little bit of potatoes, green beans, and mixed salads with toppings of pomegranate.
And for dessert, I'm having figs with Dubai chocolate.
So my boyfriend got this dessert after he came home from work. It's supposed to be like a Dubai chocolate with some cream inside. This is in total what we ate together, not so much, but I don't know how many calories it is, so if I'm counting calories about it, I'm just adding it as a Dubai chocolate to 3 pieces because I didn't really eat so much. And to be honest, after I made this sugar detox since the beginning of the year, I did it around 1 month or 1 month and a half. I don't fancy so much sugar and I just don't eat so much sugar. Literally, before I would have eaten half of it alone. But now I just don't fancy it. I hate the feeling of eating too much sugar or overeating. So this detox really helped me to reduce my sweet tooth, and now I actually prefer more sour things than sweet things. So if you have a severe sweet tooth, this is your sign to do a sweet detox, because my boyfriend had very severe sweet tooth too. He did a detox with me and you're going to feel like a new person, and especially the fat on the belly area is going to be reduced a lot. And I'm sorry about this mess with my hair and I don't have any makeup, so